Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Happy day. Hope that you are well. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And I give thanks to the Most High, to the Great Spirit, for allowing us to gather during this time, across space and time. Give thanks for these devices, right? There are some pros and cons to it, but we give thanks that it allows us to communicate with one another across space and time. Give thanks for our vessels, for our bodies, for the wisdom that they carry, for allowing us to move from one place to the next and get the things done that we need to get done, for these hands and these feet that complete these tasks and carry us where we need to go. Give thanks for our voices to be able to communicate with one another, and our ears for the ability to listen, our hearts for the ability to receive. Yes, yes, yes. Thankful for your ancestors for bringing you here today. Give thanks my ancestors for moving through me, speaking through me, and for guiding my path. And may our ancestors and our spiritual court continue to guide our path. Give thanks to our Ori, for our aligned Ori, for bringing us closer to our destiny, for allowing us to receive our blessings. And may we continue to receive an abundance of blessings with infinite gratitude. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. So today's conversation was sparked by a message that I received as I was voyaging through the self-care for women room on Clubhouse. I joined them on, Wednesdays, and we just all share our self-care tip. And the self-care tip that was on my heart, I would love to speak about it today. So, the self-care tip that I received was, sometimes when we are feeling uninspired, discouraged, tired, worn out, worn down by the constant cycle of our lives, even if our lives are going pretty well, maybe our businesses are doing well, maybe money's good, but we ourselves, our spirit feels tired. And everyone's first initial reaction is to say, well, rest. We need rest. You need rest. But what happens when you're resting and resting is just not enough? Maybe you're resting too much. And then it becomes a cycle where you're forever tired. So sometimes when this is the case, it's not because you need rest, which would be the wisdom of the wise woman or the crone archetype. Sometimes the Enchantress energy speaks and she says that you need fire. And what I mean by that is fire is the, equivalent or the representation of our spirit. And this is also connected to our solar plexus energy. This is where we generate a lot of energy. Also as women, and our ovaries as well. And when I speak of fire, I'm talking about a spark. Sometimes you need inspiration. You need something that excites you. You need something that makes you excited to wake up in the rising. Something that's not just on the to-do list, but something on the get-to-do list because you were excited about doing it. This is important. This is imperative for your growth, your development, for your happiness, and for your joy. Because if you have a to-do list full of all these tasks and obligations and responsibilities that you have to do in order to just live, or let's just say survive and sustain and to take care of others, but you don't have anything that you're excited about in life, life gets real dense. Life gets real heavy. Life gets real dull. Becomes very routine, day to day. And while our day-to-day responsibilities are important, what is equally important, as I will say it again, just in case you didn't hear me, it also is important for you to do things and try new things that light you up. And this is what, when we hear people talking about inner child work, what is inner child work? Sometimes inner child work is the reclamation of the things that made us feel energetic and vibrant, because as children, that's typically our nature. We're curious, we're explorative, we want to try new things, we're invincible, we're excited about life, until things happen in our lives that take that away from us, or that make us suppress that, or traumas, events, responsibilities, shifts, and what we have to do. And now as adults, we have to remother, reparent ourselves to say, hey baby, what do you want to do? Like, even if you haven't tried it before, what is something that has always been on your to-do list that you just want to do? You want to give it a try. You want to sew. You want to take a trip to a spa. You want to go out of the country. You just want to go to a beach. You want to check out this restaurant. Like, whatever it is, we have to honor that. And we have to give voice to that and listen to that, because the message that I got is one of the fellow sisters on the call or on the Clubhouse meeting said that the way knows the way. And I think that's so true. But in addition to that, our joy knows the way. And sometimes our joy, the things that bring us joy, is just that little nugget that will spark the inspiration for our next step towards our joy. Because we have to find ways to infuse more joy into our lives. It's imperative to balance out all of our elements. And when I talk about these archetypes, these womb archetypes, every week, the maiden, the mother, the enchantress, and the crone, what I'm speaking of is the different characteristics of the woman that is you. And each characteristic is honored by an element that lives within you and outside of you. And all of those elements need to be fortified, balanced, and paid attention to, and given what they need so that you can be in full balance with yourself. That's the medicine. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. And so today the fire is speaking to you. The enchantress is bringing that fire, and she is saying that you need to cultivate your inner spark again, especially in your everyday life. So I had my masterclass this week, my belly dance masterclass, and one of the participants mentioned just how she didn't realize that there was so much more to moving her body than just moving her body. But when she danced, specifically doing belly dance, there's something else that wakes up inside of her. There's another connection to it. Because when she goes to the gym, she found herself going to the gym, it felt like a daunting task. And it's like, oh, I'm here. Okay, gotta get on this treadmill, gotta do this thing, because this is the way that you stay healthy. However, you can move your body and also enjoy it and invoke your inner spirit and fortify your joy and do something, work towards something that you actually enjoy. And she remembered that when we did our masterclass, that she was able to get those same results, and it was a workout for her. She was like, oh, it's working. Yes, it is working. And she discovered that through belly dance. And this wasn't her first belly dance class, but just coming to this master class allowed her to remember that sometimes we put ourselves through some daunting tasks that we can find ways to create an inner spark, even with the things that we have to do. You gotta walk, take a new route, Look at some new scenery. Go visit a new park. You know, you got to eat healthy. You're not really excited about switching over to the things you have to eat. Find ways to make the vegetables taste better. Oh, I found this Japanese restaurant and it says, or this Japanese recipe that says add a little bit of miso and add a little bit of this. I ain't never tried this before. A little bit of sesame oil. Find ways to spice it up. Make it fun. Excite the taste buds. Make life exciting again. And so, this is what we'll do for 5 weeks in my Embodied Belly Dance course that begins on December 3rd of this year. This course is about invoking that excitement, that inner spark within you. And we will be moving through the different archetypes through the lens of belly dance. Each week we will meet virtually and you will receive a different workout or different belly dance routine that is very intrinsic, very somatic. So yes, you're going to feel that workout. You're going to feel that burn. You're going to learn those moves and you're going to see how those moves feel in your body and where you may be holding tension and ooh, I might need to roll my hips a little bit more to the left to loosen up this pain that I have. Ooh, my neck feels a little bit of tense and because I'm holding my stress here. And this is the space where I'm going to breathe through it and I'm going to release. And I'm going to do this in a way that feels natural to myself, to me. And I'm going to honor the rhythm and I'm going to go with the flow and the music. And I'm going to really get in touch with myself. That's what this is about. It's about coming back into yourself, embodying the truth of who you are, dancing with your essence. And in that, you will learn to trust your intuition, to trust the messages of your body, and to expand your capacity for joy. Because these classes are designed to invoke the energy of joy and laughter and play. There'll be a little bit of seriousness, but this is really, like I said, we're dancing with all the archetypes. And the maiden is joyful. The maiden is curious. The maiden is very childlike. And so I want you to explore and remember that essence of yourself, because that essence is so important. She communicates with the Enchantress so that you can take action on the things that you either enjoyed as a child, you wanted to explore as a child, or even as an adult. Your childlike self gets excited about it. So, join the class. I will link the sign up in the description. I would love to have you there. If this sounds good, do not wait on this deal because, like I said, doors close very soon. This class starts December 3rd. I am closing off registration on November 26th. In order to give time and the energy that is needed to prepare for this class. And there are only a few spots left. So if the spots close up before the doors shut, then it's a done deal. This is not the time to procrastinate. If this speaks to your spirit and you're ready to transform through the energy of belly dance, this is when you decide that you're going to try something new. This is when you decide that you're going to put yourself first. That you're not going to put yourself on the back burner, that you're going to wait until this perfect scenario or opportunity. The perfect scenario and opportunity is right now if this speaks to your spirit. So I'm looking forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, you can DM me or email me. I will also drop that in the description link. And I would reiterate the end of this message to invoke that inner spark, find your inner fire, and do things that light you up. Until next time, peace and love.